Y'all, hey, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. Just want to check in and see how y'all's Fit Fab Feb is going. As you can see, I've been working out today. I've been working out a little extra these past few weeks because I've been making some of not the best choices, and y'all know choices have consequences. So as a consequence of my choices, I've been doing a little bit of extra work to make up some things. And that's what I wanted to talk about today. So y'all go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I'm gonna get a shower. I'm gonna get settled down and get myself together. And then I wanna talk about, I don't wanna talk much about my bad choices because y'all, I've been beating myself up about that enough already, but I want to talk about some good choices that we can make after we make bad choices to get ourselves back on track. And specifically, I want to talk about some things that we can maybe keep on hand to make easy dinners that are bulky, like high bulk, low calories, low points. So that if you're trying to, I don't know, get back on track for any kind of eating plan, I feel like these things will help. And you can, I don't know if you can see, but I have stuff cooking. I got something going in the crock pot. I got things going in the oven. We're going to make something together in a little while because y'all know how great that goes when we make things together in real time. We're 1 for 2 so far. So I'm hoping that today this will go well and we'll be 3 for 2, and that'll be a winning record. So how's that for some math? So y'all, I'm gonna get a shower. I'm gonna get myself together. I think I'm a little lightheaded after that workout. I'm gonna get myself together, and then I'll come back and we'll talk about some things that we can make for dinners that'll help us get back on track if we're off track. And if not, that'll help us stay on track. All right, so y'all hang out and I'll be right back. All right, I am showered, I'm clean, I am somewhat more collected, but now I'm hungry. So let's talk about some good, well, what I think are some good dinner options so that I can eat lunch and work well. So I can work out and then eat lunch, and then we'll make something. So for me, a good dinner option has to be something that's quick and easy, but also something that I don't have to plan too far ahead. And a couple of my recent favorites have been fish, like I call them tacos, but they're really burritos, and those like shrimps on the stovetop that we've talked about before. And y'all, these fish, I'm gonna call them tacos, so don't come at me and tell me I'm making burritos. I know, I don't care. Fish tacos are super easy. So I start with, remember we talked maybe last week about frozen tilapia, and I said that it was a good source of protein and that I needed to start using it more in my diet. I'm using it more in my diet. So they come flash frozen, right? I buy them at the Walmart in the big bag, just flash frozen. Drop them in the sink and thaw them out. And I know that the better way to thaw them is in the fridge, but again, y'all, it's the quick thing. So I can go from frozen to cooking in like literally 7 minutes. So drop them in, and they're like in little like plastic pouches. So just drop the fish in the pouch in the water, let it thaw, take it out. I take it out of the pouch and put it on some paper towel and dry it, and then just put some seasoning on it. And I cook them, at least for right now, when it's like unseasonably warm in Minnesota, I cook them outside on the grill. So I just put some tin foil on the grill, spray it with Pam, put a little bit of flavored olive oil on it, put the fish on that, and I think I told you I've already like sprinkled some seasoning on it. Let it cook for a little while on one side, flip it over, let it cook on the other side, then I poke it to make sure it's done, and then just take it up, and y'all, seriously, like 15, maybe 20 minutes, and I go from frozen to completely done, ready to go. I use these Carb Balance torts, and I want to say it's 2 points. I will correct myself. I'll put like the point balance here. The hell was that? These low carb balance torts, either like the big ones or the little like street taco size ones, just depending. So I'll microwave this. And y'all, I go ahead and microwave a 1/2 cup bowl of rice. So like the leftover rice that's always in the fridge, I go ahead and measure out a 1/2 cup of rice because I know that that's 3 points. So I microwave my 1/2 cup of rice. I take my tort, microwave that, put some of my 0 point ranch dip on that, on the tort. Maybe put some salsa on it, put some rice, some black beans, put the fish on that, roll it up, and y'all, that's really filling. I usually make 2 of those because that's how much fish I make, and it's not even like the whole half a cup of rice, so then I eat the rest of my fish and my rice, and I always eat all of my rice because I'm counting the 3 points anyway. Y'all know I'm going to eat them. So 3 points for the rice. I want to say it's 2 points per tort, so 4 points for 2 torts. 3 points for the rice, no points for the fish, no points for the black beans. You can put lettuce and tomatoes on it if you want to mess with all of that, but that whole thing is, what was that, 7 points, 4 for the torts, 3 for the rice, that's it. So fish tacos that are really burritos, fabulous meal, takes maybe 25 minutes all in to make. Those are really good. I also often do flash frozen shrimp that I take straight from the freezer and put in a bowl. I keep saying I thaw them in a bowl. Y'all, I don't just like set them in a bowl. I put them in a bowl of water. Warm water, they thaw quickly. Then once they're thawed, I take them out and dry them because it helps get like that little bit of crispness when you cook them. Take a saute pan with that flavored olive oil, just a little bit of flavored olive oil. Throw the shrimp in there. I use that black pepper and garlic and everything but the kitchen sink seasoning from the Walmart that y'all know I'm obsessed with. Throw that in there, toss them around a little bit, 5 minutes, they're done. And those I will eat with, y'all know, my half a cup of rice, black beans and corn. And that's like the basis for many of my meals is half a cup of rice, black beans and corn. And like we talked about before, if I'm still hungry, I'll just throw in a whole bunch more corn. And if I'm really still hungry, I'll add more like rice or something and just count the points. But I'll always try to add more of like whatever 0 point thing I'm eating first. And y'all, I'll eat a bunch of shrimp if I'm making like the shrimp and rice and black beans. I just make a whole bunch of shrimp because they're easy. And if I end up not eating them for dinner, I just stick them in the fridge and they'll be a snack the next day. So fish tacos, which are really burritos, and shrimp are 2 really good options. Did y'all hear that? The intern is here. So if you hear rattling about, it's not our ghost. Come back, it's the intern. Because the intern is taking a boys' weekend with his buddies. Y'all, it's Thursday at just past noon. So apparently now, boys' weekend starts at noon on Thursday. But whatever. I'm not judging. So back to what we're talking about. So fish, shrimp. Y'all know how I love ground turkey, right? I get the 99% lean ground turkey, and I've been doing a couple of, really 3 different things with it, depending on how much time I want to spend like cooking right before I eat. If I'm going to cook, like if I'm making something for the intern, then I'll actually cook myself something to eat. And y'all know this one. I will brown half a pound of ground turkey and throw in, I've been using frozen corn. I don't know why. Either frozen corn or canned corn. I'll throw in with my browned turkey and some of that, anything but the kitchen sink seasoning. Let that sit for a little minute while I heat up half a container of the either bird's eye or one of those mashed cauliflower. Half a container is 3 points. So that's the only points in this dish. Heat that up, put it in a bowl, mix in the ground turkey and corn. And y'all, that's a whole meal for 3 points. If I'm really hungry, like really hungry, I'll make some toast. And y'all know I use that Sara Lee, is it Delightful bread? That's 1 point per slice. And it's like legit 1 point per slice. So you can have, I know you can have 2 slices for 2 points. I'm not sure what happens at 3. If it's like, it just goes up like 1 point per slice. I don't know if at some point it's more. I don't know, but I know that for 2 slices, it's 2 points. So if I'm really hungry, I'll make some toast to go with my turkey and corn and mashed cauliflower, and that's a really filling meal. Or the other thing that I often do is I'll take, like the other night, and we're gonna make, can y'all see I've got black-eyed peas over there? We're gonna talk about making black-eyed peas in a few minutes. But I had black-eyed peas in the fridge. I browned a 1/3 pound of, not black-eyed peas, a 1/3 pound of ground turkey and ate with just some black-eyed peas. So then I had 2/3 of a pound of turkey. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? So I mushed it up in a bowl and I threw in an egg yolk. mushed that together, and took 1 tablespoon of breadcrumbs and mixed it with some like unsweet, unflavored almond milk. Mixed that together and put it in with my turkey and egg, mushed it up. And I forgot to say this, before all that, I diced up an onion and some green peppers and sauteed it with some garlic. So I put all of that in with my turkey mushy mess, mushed it all up together and made it into patties. So out of that 2/3 of a pound of turkey, I got 4 patties, and I cooked them in the air fryer, and y'all, they were really tasty. So I ate one right then on a bun. I had some low carb buns. They were like 2 points each buns. So I ate one of those turkey patties on a bun right then, put the other ones in the fridge, and I had those when I wanted to eat for like dinner. If I didn't want to actually make something, I could just heat those up quickly. And the other thing that you can do with that same like turkey mush, you use the turkey, eggs, breadcrumbs, and sauteed garlic and onions and bell peppers, make it into meatballs. So I take a 1 tablespoon measurer and just scoop it out and make meatballs, how many ever meatballs it makes, cook it in the air fryer just like I did the patties on, I didn't say this before, but on 350. I do my turkey in the air fryer at 350 for about 3 minutes, flip it over, maybe 3.5 minutes, it's done. The turkey meatballs, I'll eat what I want, put the rest in the fridge. They keep well, they heat up nicely, and that's another great option for a quick dinner. If I have I always have leftover rice. If I have leftover rice and black beans, maybe some corn, heat up a couple of meatballs or one of those turkey patties. Y'all remember when we made air quote Salisbury steaks? I used those patties and put rice and black beans on top of it. Y'all, that was so good. So ground turkey is a great option for quickie meals that keep you from jumping off track. Another great one, of course, is chicken. So if you have chicken breasts or even chicken tenders, so chicken breasts, just slice them up into strips or chunks, toss them in some flavored olive oil. I throw in that anything but the kitchen sink seasoning, which I know that's not the name, that's just what I call it because it's everything but the kitchen sink. Throw that seasoning in, spread it out, spread the chicken out in my air fryer basket, stick it in the air fryer. That's 350, maybe a little deeper than that, maybe 360 for a couple of minutes, flip them over, cook them a couple of more minutes, and y'all, things cook so fast in the air fryer, so keep an eye on it. But as soon as those are done, take them out, eat what you want when they're hot, but then those keep really well in the fridge. So those are great for, again, use those for dinners, but I also keep those around for protein snacks because y'all know how I am about snacking on protein. If I have a protein snack during the day, it just really, really helps me not make horrible choices when I get hungry later in the day. So chicken strips, chicken chunks, or, I don't know if y'all can see, but I have it on the stove right now. Let me grab it. But chicken breast, take chicken breast, toss them in a little bit of flavored olive oil, and I put mine in just a little, I don't even know what it's like. It's not a Dutch oven, but it's like a little shallow one. Put my chicken breasts in there, stick them in the oven at 250 for about an hour, and y'all, here's what I get. Y'all, how cute is this little Dutch oven? First of all, the intern bought me this for Valentine's Day years ago, and I love it. But anyway, so that's what we get. And I'm just going to do one to make it easy to see. So I just take it out and shred it up. And look how easily it shreds. So I'll take both of these chicken breasts. So y'all can see that. I'm not going to sit here and shred chicken. Y'all know what shredded chicken looks like. But I'll take both of these chicken breasts and shred them up. And y'all, you can make so much stuff. I will often use these little like street taco size Mission Zero net carb. I think they're like 1 carb for 1 or 2, not 1 carb, 1 point. For like 1 or 2 of these. These are not 0 points, I know, Captain Obvious. But I'll use one of those and just put some shredded chicken in it with maybe some rice and black beans and a little bit of salsa. Or if I'm trying to go lower points, just chicken, black beans, salsa. So good, so quick. So I use them for tacos. I'll make like a bigger burrito. You can mix it with some barbecue sauce. Y'all, we use that not Sweet Baby Ray's, but just Ray's barbecue sauce that's no added sugar. And I think, is it 2 tablespoons that's 0 points? So there's lots of stuff you can do with the chicken. You can eat it on chips. You can eat it all kinds of ways. But so I often just shred this up, stick it in the fridge, and then I just have it there for if I want to add protein to something. Like the other night, I had some in the fridge and just added it to some black beans and just ate chicken and black beans. And the intern's kind of looking at me like, what even is that? I was like, don't even worry about it. So anyway, shredded chicken. So speaking of black-eyed peas, did I say I ate chicken and black beans? I meant chicken and black-eyed peas. I have black-eyed peas in the crock pot over there. And I told y'all I was going to tell you how I make my black-eyed peas. Now, this is not the traditional Southern way to make black-eyed peas, but I altered a little bit because it works better with my diet. Here's what I do. I start off by dicing an onion with some bell peppers, and I dice them like really small, so it's kind of like black-eyed pea size. Dice those up and saute them with some garlic. While those are cooking, I take my black-eyed peas, which I have soaked for at least overnight. These I've soaked for a couple of days. Take my black-eyed peas, drain them, and dump them in my crock pot. And then I dump in a couple of cans of diced tomatoes, a couple of cans of chilies. In the past, I've only used 1 can of chilies. I'm using 2 cans of chilies this time. We'll see how it goes. It might be a little much, but it's all right. It's all good. It's black-eyed peas. So a couple cans of chilies, and then I dump in my onions and peppers and garlic, mix it all up, and then I pour in a bunch of water. Now, you can stop here, leave it at this, and just let that simmer for an exceptionally long time, and it'll be good. But what I do is I add a ham steak. And the ham steak that I use is a lean, like really lean ham. I know that a more fatty ham would be more flavorful, but it would also be more points. So I've tried to calculate this, but of course it depends on like how big of a serving you put in and all the things. So I figure with this ham, it's about 3 points for 1/5 of this pot of black-eyed peas. And y'all, that's a whole lot of black-eyed peas. But I give I count 3 points when I eat the black-eyed peas, and usually I'll eat it with like ground turkey, or like I said, I mixed in some chicken the other night. So the only points are coming from the black-eyed peas, so it's all good. And like we talked about, they're very filling when you eat them, and they're filling for days afterwards. So that's how I make my black-eyed peas. I let these cook. They cooked yesterday for about 8 hours, and then I took them out, put them in the whole pot, just put the whole thing in the fridge. Took it out this morning, let it heat up for a while, put it back in the pot, and let it cook for about 4 more hours. So they've been cooking for a very long time, and now we're gonna try them. So let me get a bowl of those, and we'll give them a try. Oh, y'all, these smell so good, and they are going to be so hot. I don't know if that even focused, but let me give it a little taster. Look how hot that is. It's so hot. So hot. I'm going to hurt myself. But you can see there's tomato in there. There's ham. I'm going to let that cool for a minute. While it's cooking, of course, the ham breaks down. So it starts with the ham steak just kind of sitting on top. And then I poke it down into it once it's cooked for a few hours. And then you can like pull it apart. And then I'll take out the pieces and cut them up. So you can see I've got a pretty like reasonable diced size on my ham. So the ham is like fairly bite-sized. All right, I'm just going in. It's going to be so hot. Y'all, these are so good. Oh, yeah. I can most definitely taste those chilies. And I do mild chilies, but I mean, they still got a little bit of a kick to them. I thought about doing spicy chilies or like the medium chilies, whatever they are. Now I'm glad I didn't. I wonder if it's because, you know, they cook for 12 hours, but oh yeah, those are really good. So I'm gonna call that a success. I'm gonna go do a workout because, sorry, now I'm doing that smacking thing while I talk to you. It is week 4 of my 4-week Fitter, Stronger You. Every time I mention, like every time I refer to this workout program, I call it a different name because I don't know the name of it, but I'm just gonna call it That Which Doesn't Kill You Makes You Stronger because y'all, it's about to kill me. And it's week 4, so they have nothing to save us for. So now I'm really, really concerned that it might kill me. I'm gonna go do my workout. I'm gonna eat lunch, and then I'm gonna come back. Did y'all see what's on the stove? I boiled some chickpeas, so guess what we're gonna make? We're gonna make hummus. We made chocolate hummus before, I know. I acted all like making something in real time was like a big deal. It's hummus. We know we like this. But let's make, I call it regular hummus, only because it's not chocolate. Let's make, I think I've got sun-dried tomatoes. So let's make a sun-dried tomato hummus. So let me do all my things. I'll come back, we'll make hummus, and I'll get y'all out of here, all right? So y'all go do something, and then meet me back here in a little while.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, yeah. Baby, I'm bad.
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad. Chip on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back. I'll be swinging hard till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me. Ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact. Give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious. I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, yeah. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, do it no cap. Only God wants, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gon' live it up.
Y'all, I just committed the rookie of all rookie mistakes. First of all, here's my first rookie mistake. So I worked out, and I said I was going to eat lunch and then make the hummus. Well, I went to eat lunch, and I was like, well, I don't have any hummus to eat with my lunch. And I've been out of hummus for a few days, so I've been making some not great choices of things to eat with my lunch because I go, oh, well, I'm out of hummus, so I may as well just have like chips or, you know, insert unhealthy side dish to go with my sandwich here. Because when decision making starts with, oh, I may as well, typically it leads directly down the path to rack and ruin. Well, I didn't have any hummus made, so I didn't want to continue to make bad choices. So I was like, all right, I'll go ahead and make the hummus live, like in real time with my friends, and then I'll have lunch. Which would have been a fabulous idea if I had started the camera that I'm talking into right now when I started my B-roll camera to make the hummus. I did not do that. So I'm sitting here talking to y'all and making hummus and adding stuff and doing all the things. Recorded not a bit of it. Well, I recorded it as B-roll, so I recorded the making of the hummus, but not the talking to the friends. So Y'all, just please believe me when I tell you that I did actually make hummus with you. You're just not going to watch it that way because I'm hungry and my brain is all drained and I made a rookie mistake and didn't film myself talking to you. So let me tell you what I did. I told you before I went and worked out that I had boiled chickpeas because we have learned that if we cook chickpeas before we make hummus, the hummus comes out smoother. So I boiled my chickpeas for about 20 minutes. Before I did that, so I had 2 cans of chickpeas and I drained them. Well, I reserved the fluid from one of the cans, boiled the chickpeas, drained them, and then peeled them because they have that like weird husk on them. Peeled them, dumped them in my food processor with some sun-dried tomatoes. Can y'all see that? Sun-dried tomatoes. Now, I used to use the dried sun-dried tomatoes, but now I've been using them in this olive oil. And I try not to get a whole lot of oil in the thing, but whatever, it's still really good. So, chickpeas and sun-dried tomatoes, and I whirled it around a bit with some of the reserve liquid. And what that does is some recipes call for olive oil in there when you're like whirling it around to get it a good consistency. Well, I use the reserve liquid from the chickpeas, so I don't have to count any points for that. So I did that a bit, and then I stopped it and added my tahini. I don't know what order I did this in. I added tahini and got lots of garlic and lemon juice and peppers, hot sauce. Mixed it up, and that's it, y'all, hummus. Now, the color is a little lighter than my sun-dried tomato hummus usually is because I used fewer sun-dried tomatoes this time because I wanted a little more of a hummusy taste. I've been making it very tomatoey recently, and I don't know, I wanted to try it a little more hummusy. But you can add more sun-dried tomatoes if you want more of a sun-dried tomato taste to it. So I have hummus. So I am going to make myself a sandwich and enjoy a sandwich with some hummus and non-fat ranch dip, which y'all know we love that, which is just non-fat Greek yogurt with that dried ranch powder dip stuff or ranch powder mix and some garlic salt or onion salt or something to cut the sweetness. So I'm going to have a sandwich with some carrots and hummus and ranch dip. And y'all, I'm going to call that done. So those are my ideas for quick and easy dinners. Let us know in the comments, what do you keep around the house to make for dinner either when you don't feel like really messing with something or when you need to just throw something together quickly? What are your favorite go-tos? Let us know. Y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you made it this far, we are most definitely friends. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with the shenanigans. I upload food and fitness videos at the beginning of every week with some book videos sprinkled in between. See you on the next one.